It's another kid that's on the case that they said by default. I've never got served. They don't even have my address.
And sir, what's the name of the child that you have with Kayla Hamilton?
So that's the thing. And I don't know how this kind of works. So I don't want to be like out of line or out of direct of what do we have to talk about. But I was just in a room with another guy. I forgot his name, Attorney General, and he had gave me another name on the case when I first got put on child support back in 2020 or 2021. It was only for Chiari Jackson. That's the only child that I know that I have by her. It's another kid that's on the case that they said by default. I've never got served. They don't even have my address because I don't have an address. I stay with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they said they served me and I never appeared to court or something. So by default, they added Omari Jackson on there, which is like crazy to me because I don't have any paternity form. And then when I talked to the attorney general on the phone last week because I got an email about this court date today, she added a third child. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that, but I do know I owe for Chiari Jackson. And like I told the lady, the attorney general last week, I've been working since day one. So I do not know why this stuff has not been coming out. Like anybody else, no disrespect, but anybody else that I know that's on child support in my family, the money automatically comes out no matter where they work. And I've been having a job for like the last 2 years consistently. I'm not trying to pay it. I want to pay it so I can keep my driver's license, so I can be able to do things legally without having to get in any type of trouble.
All right, the order that's on file is a 2021 order from October. It's for both children, Katari and Omari. They were both put in the court order. That's the one that put you on child support. I don't see any other orders besides that. You were served with that. You didn't appear for court, so we did an order that day. I don't think there was any second court date where we added anybody else. There's no third child. It's just these two children only. And if you don't show up, we can't do DNA. We can't really hear from you much at all because you didn't show up. So that's about where we are. Now, if they're not withholding from your check, remember you're responsible to call the Attorney General's office and let them know where you're employed. They may not know. I mean, yes, they usually do find that information and do send out withholding orders, but it's your primary responsibility to do that as well so that you make sure that you don't have any gaps in payments. All right, so Ms. Phillip, go ahead and proceed with the case.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to share my screen.
Yes.
Mr. Jackson, I'm showing a copy of the pay record involved in your case, showing all payments received through the state disbursement unit. Do you see that this says Orlandis Dion Jackson and Kayla Antoinette Hamilton?
Right.
Okay. So, sir, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom to look at your arrears that are owed for October 31st, 2023. So, is it correct that the child support arrears that were owed as of 10/31/2023 were $9,914.32?
That's what I'm seeing. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, the state's asking that you pay that off at $100 a month, beginning December 1st, 2023. Are you in agreement to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, the pay record shows that you owe $1,136.98 on medical support arrears. Is that correct?
I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, the state's asking that you pay that off at $56 a month, beginning December 1st, 2023. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, are you comfortable with your address and phone number being included in the order?
No, not at all.
Has there been family violence against you?
Uh, yes, ma'am. I don't know who I had to send it over to, but I think I had emailed some text messages to the lady I spoke to last week. I don't know if she shared that or not, but yes, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, are you asking for a non-disclosure of your address and phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
What did the text messages say? Were they threatening or harassing towards you?
Yes, ma'am, since 2021.
Okay, and what did the text messages say that were alarming to you?
Basically that your dad be no disrespect, judge, about the what I'm finna say. Basically you're a deadbeat. You need to take care of your kids. She have her sisters and cousins and brothers hit me up saying they want to fight. I got into a really bad car accident with my fiance, and they was like, I hope you're in bed. I couldn't walk for like a couple of months. Those type of things, threatening to beat up my fiance, threatening to pull up to her job when once they did know that she worked at the time. She has another job now, but those type of things, and I've been trying to just stay away from that type of. That's why I haven't even been in contact with her. I haven't heard from her in a long time.
Okay. Pass the witness.
All right. Well, what may help the situation is if you make payments. That's going to be most important here. That will help a lot, I think. We can confirm the arrears and the payments on the arrears. You also have to pay the current child support. I'm going to grant your non-disclosure request that you're not required to let the mother know your address, but you have to let Ms. Phillip and the Attorney General's office know your address. So you say you don't have an address or you move around a lot, you have to let the Attorney General's office know. They're not going to share it with the mother, but they need to know that as well.
Okay.
Where are you employed, sir?
Penske.
Where?
Penske.
Okay. What's the full name of the employer?
Penske Trucking. It's a company.
Okay. Ms. Phillip, do you have that?
Judge, I'm not sure if the paycheck name of the employer is different than Penske. Sir, whenever you go ahead.
Is there another name, Mr. Jackson, that shows up on your check besides Penske?
No, sir. It says Penske. Then we have a Starbucks contract. So, I mean, Starbucks maybe, but no, sir.
I have something that says Paychecks, PEO, 970 Lake Carry-On Drive, St. Petersburg, Florida.
I don't work in Florida, so I don't know what that is.
Okay. Let me look at Penske. Is it spelled Penske?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was it, Penske? There was something else.
It's just the trucking company. That's just what it is. I can show you my uniform and everything.
Is it out of Dallas?
Yes, ma'am. It's in Grand Prairie.
Okay.
And will this information just be between the courts and myself? It wouldn't be disclosed to her or nobody else, right?
Is it 2765 North Great Southwest Parkway, Grand Prairie?
No, that's not the address that I have.
Is it the Regency Drive?
No, it's 730 West Trinity Boulevard, Grand Prairie, Texas.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That won't be in the order, but because we're doing a non-disclosure. But
Okay.
remember, you need to let the Attorney General's office know if you're changing employers or if they don't take the withholding order out. Obviously, that's been probably the problem. It sounds like you're working, but you haven't let them know about where you're working, and they haven't found you either. So you need to let them know because these arrears are going to start building up. Right now, they're pretty high, but they're going to get even worse if we wait another couple of years. So if you're paying, you need to pay. If you're getting paid, you need to pay your child support. Maybe
Right.
that'll improve things with the mother as well. Maybe that'll improve your visitation as well too. But let them know they're going to try to send out a withholding order with what they're updating today. But in a month or two, if you still don't see it taken out, then give them a call. Maybe they need a different address. Okay.
Right.
All right. You're done with court, Mr. Jackson. They'll send you a copy of the order. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.